Greetings, Earthlings! Welcome to RFF Picks. Today we have a 5-man EV positive prize pick slip for you for Friday. This is going to be March 14th. There wasn't a ton of, Counter-Strike or League of Legends plays going on. I think, League of Legends are doing like a tournament and that starts very early at 6 in the morning, so I didn't want to give that out. And then Counter-Strike, there's a lot of there's not much going on, and if it was happening also very early, like 4 in the morning Central Time. So I didn't feel too comfortable giving that out. So I decided to, dabble in a couple of NBA plays for you instead. Obviously, esports and Counter-Strike goes a lot more during the week, and so those are going to be the good times to do that. But still love this play, and the good thing about a 5-man play is that, we still win our money, whether it goes 3, 4, or 5. Obviously, in the past, we've done a ton of like all-in plays, especially on these 4-man slips. These are going to be like, you're putting everything into it, and if you don't win, you lose. So here's the play that I gave out on last YouTube. This pretty much, once again, went like 3 out of 4. So we just had one guy, go obviously way over on this one, but at the end of the day, we still kind of hit on 3 of the 4. And, if y'all have been paying attention the past couple weeks, this is a recurring factor. This is happening all the time, and the fact that we are, hitting 3 of 4 most of the time. Most every single slip that I've been giving out the past couple weeks have been 3 to 4 slips. So, Fiku, we had 30. He had 35 instead of 28. And then let's talk about the bottom of the slip, right? This is like exactly what I talk about in the videos, right? This is a prime example to the max of how when we take these overs, they can go way over, right? This is like an overtime situation where they pretty much 2x'd what their total was. I didn't go back. I didn't end up watching this series. But if you were to go through it, I bet you this was like double overtime, like crazy back and forth situation. Because as you can see, they went double their projections. That is absolutely crazy. And they both did, right? I always talk about that as well, to where these line up pretty similar. Like if you had this like tracker, this would be like over here. It'd be here and here, right? So that's kind of what we're looking for, and you can kind of see it within the slip to where they both went wildly over their kill projections, right? So correlated. We got to take a little bit from our plays, and that play, went massively over. But we're still waiting to hit a huge 4 to 4 or 5 out of 5 slip. It's definitely been a minute. Can't remember the last time, especially coming on here and doing YouTube videos more recently. And so here is our Real Friends community. We have 35.6 thousand subscribers over on our Real Friends football channel. We've been doing that for 3 years, and we started RFF Picks a year ago, and we are at over 2,000 subscribers. All of the things that we do here are 3 pillars, right? So we have our EV positive plays, we have our correlated plays, and we have our villain plays, right? Those are the 3 things that we do. EV positive, that is actually going to be the slip that I'm giving out right now, because there's not a lot of correlation when it comes to NBA most of the time. There are a couple times where you can kind of dabble into it, but for the most part, correlated is going to be really, really strong when it comes to more of the esports scenes, right? I talk about correlated in the sense that there's a given time clock, and the way that it works in esports is there's no time clock. You're just whatever team wins, and with the amount of rounds and all that kind of stuff. So those are our 3 pillars that we do here. We bet with our head, not with our hearts. And as you can see below, I'm up 500 units over the past 3 years, 7% ROI, over 7,000 bets. So I've been gambling for about 12, 13 years of my life. Over the past 3 years, I have become a profitable gambler. So like I said, it's all based off of these 3 pillars, right? Either I can put them all together, or I can kind of separate them and bet them. But every time I make a bet, they will be within one of these pillars at a minimum. At least one of these 3, when I make a bet, they're going to be based off of those pillars. So here's our link tree. You can find all of our platforms that we have, our YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Go give us a follow over there. Appreciate it. Here's our winnable. What this is, easy way to get our plays. The free plan is going to be our YouTube plays. I've already sent this post out. It's very, very important to be a part of the free plan, especially in a play like that I'm about to be giving out, because Counter-Strike, I don't see a ton of shifts, but a lot of the times when I do basketball or football or something like that, I think PrizePicks is like, they're hotter, or they're looking to change the line a lot faster. Like Maybe because there's more data on it or something, but every time I give out like an NBA play or NHL or football or anything like that, it will shift very quickly. It'll move. You know, in the receptions, like Tyreek Hill, it'll be 5.5. It shifts over to 6, like very fast. So be on the lookout if you want to be, you know, dialed in into our plays. I would understand why you want to be right now, but if you want to sign up for a free plan, this is going to be the best way to tail, because I bet you at the end of the day, all of these plays, because we're getting them at a good line, they're going to shift the opposite direction, like the side that you don't want to be on. So make sure to sign up for the free plan, subscribe to that. You'll get a text or email of our plays with the link on it. MVP plan is going to be $100 right now because we're not winning too hot. We're offering it for $24. Type in code Super Bowl and you will get that for less than $1 a day. So finally, this is going to be the play. Like I said, these are all plays to where the lines are either lesser or higher on different sportsbooks. I'll kind of talk a little bit about it. Quentin Grimes, he's been going absolutely bananas recently. I think he's averaging like over 30 points a game in the past like month. Yeah, I think in the month of March, he's averaging like an insane amount. If you were to go through his line right here and look at the charts or whatever, he's like going way over it. So a lot of the sportsbooks right now have his line at 25.5. So we're getting at 24.5. It's not like a massive gap, but getting it that 1 point and assist does matter. And then not only that, but he is kind of popping off. So his line could be definitely low. So we're going to take that. Stru's kind of the same situation with him, not to the insane factor that Grimes is, but his line is closer to 19.5 across the other sportsbooks. So getting it, like I said, the 1 point difference is pretty massive, right? Getting that blitz, we're going to go over headshots, 14.5. His line across a few of the other sportsbooks are 15.5. So getting that 1 difference is pretty good there. And then Nolan Winter, we're going to go under 8.5 points. His line is at 8, I believe. Yeah, it's at 8. So once again, getting it at the 0.5, especially on a guy that's like a power forward or a big man, something like that. Getting it at 8.5 instead of 8 is pretty big, because a lot of the times they're going to be scoring a lot of 2 points as well. So it's very likely that, you know, someone could get 8 points on that. And then Sengun, he is going against the Mavs. I think over the past 3 games, or maybe like 4 or 5, he has not reached this. He's been like 30, only getting like 30 PRA. And I know that the Mavs are pretty beat down right now, but their kind of strong suit is definitely their big men. And then I talk about it in Counter-Strike a lot, to where we can see a beatdown, right? A beatdown type situation. If that happens, then Sengun could get benched as well. So we kind of have the factor of the fact that he hasn't been doing well of hitting this projection. And then also there is a fact that, or I don't know why I'm saying fact so much, there is a possibility to where the Rockets just stomp them so fast to where he might get pulled in the fourth quarter, right? So the other sportsbooks are once again not massive, but they're showing more closer to like 36.5. So getting the 37, that 1 point, 37.5 over 36.5 is definitely still strong, right? And like I said, it's kind of like also factoring in that he hasn't been playing very well either. So Grimes, you know, he's hot, and then Sengun's more cold, right? So that's going to be the 5-man play. Like I said, we can at least win our money back if we go 3 out of 5 here. And obviously I've been doing pretty hot in an individual standpoint. We're just waiting for a slip to kind of get all together, right? I mean, if you go back and look at a ton of our slips, I'm in the sense of like line to line type situation, I'm probably hitting like 65% of the time. Like these are hitting pretty often. We're just waiting for one to get together, right? So I would actually kind of like to see that. I almost wish PrizePicks had that, to where you could go back and look and see like what's your success on just a one line, not the entire slip, right? That's kind of like more of a coin flip bet, right? You're betting like a straight bet, but in this sense, we're putting it all together. So I've been doing good on the straight bets. We just need them to get into slip. So that's going to be the play. Best of luck. I hope that these didn't shift on you. If they did, try to let me know in the comments. I'll try to get you a, update or whatever. So best of luck. See y'all tomorrow.